Yo, what's up? Donnie here, and today I want to be doing a little wrap up about the 3 latest manga I've read, so let's get started right away. The first manga I want to talk about is Orange, the complete collection, volume 2. That wraps up the series, so I actually with this finished my first ever manga series, so yay me. This is written by Ichigo Takano, and I don't want to say too much about this volume because obviously spoilers, but the beginning of the story starts with the main girl getting a letter from her future self about a guy who will join her school and who they will become friends with, and she'll have to protect him at all costs from what is about to happen to him in the future. The letter reveals several moments she has to change and make different, and it turns out a lot harder than it sounds, so she struggles a lot, especially in the beginning, with trying to make everything differently and better because she has no clue what's about to happen and why she has to do it differently. So she struggles a lot with that task, but she tries very hard. And as I said, this one is the second and final part of the story, so it's not too big of a story. So if you want to start with a manga that hasn't too many volumes out, this one would be good for that. For me, this whole series was an emotional roller coaster, and it left me crying and laughing, and it was just so happy and sad, and I don't even know, it was so emotional. I really love this. It's definitely one of my favorite series. It's definitely one of my favorite stories in general, not just in manga, and it's definitely one of the best books I've read this year, both of those books. The art is also so really cute, and the emotions of the characters are so well done, and I just wanted to hug them all, especially Kakeru, but also Suba, because bless his soul. If you know his story, it just, you know, you just feel really bad for him. In the end of this manga, there's also a short story, an extra story by the author, and that was just really cute and adorable. I think there's an anime and or film about this. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's both, but I'd have to check again. But I will definitely watch it so I can cry some more. But yeah, I definitely recommend this manga for everyone. And yeah, that is Orange by Ichigo Takano. So yeah, you'd have this is the complete thing. So yes, my first ever manga series that I finished. So proud of myself. Then the next manga I've read is a volume 2 of A Silent Voice by Yoshitoki Oima. This is about a boy who is just really bored in his school time, and he does a lot of extreme things just to, you know, not make him being bored. And when this girl joins his school, he found a new target to bully and to just make fun of, so just he himself can feel better. But the girl is deaf, and the whole school is kind of not really used to this, the way they have to like communicate with her, and they all are really mean to her, and it's just really sad. And at some point she leaves again because she couldn't take no more, and after that it made him realize a lot more what he did, and it's just really interesting to see him like realize all the mistake he's done. And basically about 5 years later they meet again, and he kind of tries to apologize to her, he tries to make things better, but it turns out to be really hard for him because her family just remembers him and just doesn't really like him, and he tries so hard. I actually feel bad for him. And yeah, it's basically just him trying to redeem himself, trying to change what happened, trying to make it better, trying to apologize, and just, you know, because he realized a lot in those years and after she left, so he just realized his mistakes and everything wrong he's done, and he found out things about himself. And yeah, so it's just that, and it's also really sad. I can't believe I've actually read this after I read Orange, but so yeah, this is volume 2. There is 7 volumes in total, so it's a finished story, so I can't wait to actually continue with the rest of the volumes, because I really want to know how he's doing in further volumes. So yeah, that is A Silent Voice volume 2 by Yoshitoki Oima. Then the last manga I want to talk about that I actually just finished this morning is Welcome to the Ballroom volume 1 by Tomo Takeuchi. This is a story about this boy named Tara Fujita, who's your average guy, and he gets bullied and he doesn't know what he wants to do with his life, but he wants to do something. He just goes through all these usual struggles you have in school, and when he gets bullied again for money, most of the time he gets bullied for money, he gets saved by this guy called Kaname Sengoku, who changes his whole life. The guy is a professional ballroom dancer, and when Fujita saw a video of him dancing and winning, he started to become obsessed, and he wants to be as great as Sengoku. But when Sengoku found out that he wanted to be just as good as him as a rookie like he is, Sengoku got really annoyed because he's like a pro and Fujita is like on 0. So he got very annoyed and is not really impressed about it. But Fujita still wants to do the dancing, and he tries very hard to learn all the steps and everything. I actually thought at first when I picked up this manga that the main guy already knew how to dance, or at least already knew some stuff, but he didn't know nothing. Like, he was so new to this. He started at 0 basically, and he just got dragged into it, and that was really interesting to see him not even thinking about this kind of thing until he saw that video and he saw people doing the dance, and it just inspired him, and it was like a light going on in his head, and it's just like, this is what I want to do. But he starts from scratch, totally from scratch, and it's just hilarious to watch him trying to learn all the moves and failing most of the time, and it was just funny and cute, and he's adorable. So Also the Sengoku guy. At first I actually read Son Goku. I don't know why, I wonder why I did this. But yeah, I really enjoyed this manga a lot actually. I'm not into ballroom dancing. I do like dancing, I like dance movies, but less the partnering dance and more the group dance. But I'm fine with this. I really like the art the artist does, especially on the parts where they dance, because he tries to bring in the movements, which is like really important for a dance manga. And it looks like this. I just really like it because you can just feel the movement, see the movement of the people dancing, and I think that's really interesting. But yeah, that is volume 1 of Welcome to the Ballroom by Tomo Takeuchi. We'll definitely pick up the next volume of this to see where it is going. So yeah, these are the 3 latest manga I've read. If you've read any of these, let me know in the comments. And yeah, that is it for this video, and I'll see you soon in another one.